the forgotten empire of Benin, the truth they refuse to teach us, the real history of the Bini people. Did you know that before Europe ever built cities, Africa had a kingdom so rich, so advanced, and so powerful that even European explorers were left speechless? A kingdom where streets were paved, walls stretched for miles, and art spoke with the voice of the gods. Yet, they never told us this truth in school. Today, we uncover the real history of the Benin Empire, the story they refuse to teach us anywhere else. Welcome, my brothers and sisters. I am your African history teller, and today, we journey into the ancient land of the Bini people, the proud descendants of one of Africa's greatest empires, the Benin Kingdom. This is not fiction. This is truth. And once you hear this story, you will never see Africa the same way again. Long before Nigeria even existed, there was Edo land, a place of warriors, artists, and spiritual power. The Bini people believed they were created by Osinobua, the supreme god, who blessed their land with wisdom and strength. They organized themselves into small villages ruled by elders, until a man named Ogiso Igodo rose to unite them. He became the first ruler of the Benin Kingdom, and the title Ogiso meant King of the Sky. There were 31 Ogisos in total rulers, who turned a cluster of villages into a mighty African kingdom. But after the last Ogiso died, chaos came. The people were divided. The throne was empty. In their search for leadership, the elders of Benin sent messengers to Il-Ife, the spiritual heart of the Yoruba people. They asked for a prince to come and rule, and that's how Prince Oranmiyan, the son of Oduduwa, came to Benin. Oranmiyan ruled briefly and returned to Ife, leaving behind a child Eweka I, who became the first Oba of Benin. From that day, the title of the ruler changed from Ogiso to Oba, and the royal dynasty began a line that continues even today. Under Oba Eweka I and his descendants, Benin transformed from a small kingdom into one of the greatest empires Africa ever saw. As the centuries passed, Benin grew powerful. By the 15th century, it became an empire with influence reaching across modern Nigeria, Togo, Ghana, and even parts of present-day Benin Republic. Benin City was no ordinary city. It was a marvel of architecture, streets laid out in perfect order, surrounded by walls longer than the Great Wall of China. Early Portuguese explorers described it as the most beautiful and well-governed city in the world. The Bini people were master artists. They carved history into bronze, ivory, and coral, creating the world-famous Benin bronzes, symbols of African intelligence, spirituality, and power. Their technology in metal casting was so advanced that even Europeans couldn't understand how Africans achieved such perfection. At the center of this empire stood the Oba, not just a king, but the living representative of the gods. He ruled with wisdom, guided by ancient customs, chiefs, and secret societies that maintained law and order. The people believed that the Oba's voice was divine, that to hear him speak was to hear the gods themselves. Festivals like Igwe, Ugi Ewer, and Imobo filled the land with music, masks, and dance, celebrating life, ancestors, and the unseen powers that protected Benin. Benin was peaceful, powerful, and proud, until the outsiders came. In the 1400s, Portuguese sailors arrived. At first, they traded beads, mirrors, and guns for ivory, pepper, and art. But soon, other Europeans came, British traders and explorers, and with them came greed. They wanted more than trade. They wanted control. They wanted Africa's wealth, art, and spirit. In 1897, everything changed. The British accused Benin of stopping trade, a lie created to justify invasion. They sent troops, 1,200 heavily armed British soldiers, to attack Benin City. What happened next was one of Africa's greatest tragedies. The British burned Benin City to the ground, killing thousands, destroying centuries of civilization. The Oba Eweka I was captured and exiled to Calabar, and then the looting began. Over 4,000 sacred bronzes and treasures were stolen, shipped to Europe, where many still sit in museums today. The empire that once shone like gold was silenced by fire and bullets. But the Benin people did not die. They rebuilt. They rose again. Even under colonial rule, their spirit refused to fade. Today, the Oba of Benin still reigns not as a political king, but as the spiritual heart of the Edo people. Oba Eweka II stands as a symbol of survival, continuity, and pride. The blood of Benin still runs strong in every Edo son and daughter, and in every African who refuses to forget our greatness. This story is more than history. It's a reminder that we were powerful before colonization. We had cities, art, laws, and wisdom long before anyone discovered us. The fall of Benin teaches us one thing. They can burn our cities, but they can never erase our greatness. The spirit of Africa still lives in you, in me, and in every truth they tried to hide. If you learned something new today, like this video, share it with someone who needs to know our true history. And tell me in the comments, what other hidden African truth do you want me to uncover next? Together, we'll keep telling the stories they refuse to teach us, because the truth about Africa belongs to us.